In today's video, I am painting a Buddha using just three colors, Prussian blue, white and black. It's a simple, calming, abstract piece and I really enjoyed working with limited palette. If you are someone who loves minimal tones or just want to try something different, you might enjoy this too. Hi, this is Modula, the artist behind Modula Creations. Let's get started. I'm going to use my bigger filbert brush to do the background and then we will see what we are going to do in the foreground. First, I'm going to fill the background fully. So I'm starting with a Prussian blue and a touch of black. I usually prefer to fill the background fully so that it's easier to layer on top of it. So this is like randomly I'm going to fill these colors. This is a little bit of a bigger canvas, so I'm refilling the colors. You want a lot of paint to fill the entire canvas. Now I'm not using any water to the paint. The paint's consistency is perfect. So I am directly using it right from the tube. For the background, I have thought about like 2 layers. So let's fill this and then we will do the second layer. I'm kind of taking at one time I'm taking a white, one time I'm taking a blue and then I am touching a black. So it's pretty random. What I would like to achieve, of course, is like keep the surrounding little bit darker and the center little bit lighter. That's all I'm aiming for at this stage. If your canvas isn't filling properly, you can just use a crisscross motion like this and then blend it. Then you will not have the whites of the canvas showing through. Do not over blend it. Like I need colors darker, little lighter and the middle shades as well. If you are over blending it, you will lose all those shades. So this is like preparing a ground for our painting above. I'm just filling the spaces where it is kind of not filled properly. This is a size 16 filbert brush. Now I'm bringing my size 10 flat brush and slightly making the edges blend only at the center, and here I need some harsh lines. So just by adding white, I'm taking white at the corner of the brush and I'm going to go through like that. The side of the brush will give you kind of a thin line and the flat surface will give you a little more thicker lines. This will create a lot of interest to your painting. So I'm going to do the same technique to bring in more of these colors this side as well. Just using white itself is a requirement of us. Just taking some of the areas highlighted. Same way I can now do with the blue also. Little bit here and there. I wanted lighter and darker shades. So with the blue and a white. So I'm having a kind of a light blue here. So this will give depth to your background. So all the background colors will also be showing through. So it's very perfect to create depth. Now I'm making it little more darker. So darker blue. You can keep layering like this. We are really satisfied. So now some harsh strokes. It's like up to your intuition on where you want that stroke. So don't be afraid. Just keep going. It's fine if it is not coming in the first time. Yours will still be looking good. You have to just push through. It's like mark making, but then you can do till you like it. So now I'm going to do some very darker shades. So for this I'm going to use my blue and the black. I'm kind of happy with how abstract the background is, so that is how I want. We can come back anytime to change things around after we are done with the actual face. So if you see little bit off, start doing the face and you can adjust the background anytime. Sometimes without the object, you'll feel very much, not even feel, you don't know where to stop. So in that case, finish like 1 or 2 layers of this and come back, finish the face and then you can again go back to the background. Now let's quickly mark some of these areas. Like now we have just marked where our things has to appear. I mostly used flat and round brushes for this, keeping the strokes loose and textured. If you are trying something like this at home, don't overthink the shapes. Just focus on building layers slowly and softly. Even if you are a beginner, this kind of painting is a good way to explore abstract without needing to get everything right. You can let the brush do the work and just enjoy the process.
If you're new to acrylics, here is my free guide on color mixing for beginners, which has all the basics and tips for color mixing. You can download it from the link guide.modulacreations.com. I will also leave a link in the description below.
And also try starting with the background first using thin down paint to build soft transitions, then move into the main figure with slightly thicker paint. And don't worry about symmetry or perfect lines, imperfections actually add to the feel of this kind of piece. And if you don't have Prussian blue, you can try any deep blue. Just limit yourself to 3 colors and see how much you can create with less. As I was painting this, I wanted to keep the feel very calm and peaceful, just like what the Buddha represents. Using only Prussian blue, white, and black really helped keep the focus on the expression and texture rather than getting lost into too many colors. I didn't try to make it too detailed or realistic. This one's more about mood and emotion and your expression itself. I love how the blue brings in a sense of depth and stillness, and when mixed with the white or blue, it gave me just enough variety to play around with shadows and highlights. This kind of painting is great if you are feeling stuck or overwhelmed. Limited colors take away the pressure of decision making and you can just enjoy the flow. Buddha to me represents stillness in chaos, and that's what painting feels like too, especially abstract art. You might not have a clear path, but as you paint, there's this quiet that sets in. Each stroke becomes a little more mindful, a little more present. This piece isn't about how it looks, it's about how it feels while creating it. I think that's the beauty of both Buddha and art. Both invite us to pause and just be in the moment. Buddha's actual name was Siddhartha Gautama. He was born around 2500 years ago and in present day Nepal. He was a prince who gave up a life of luxury to seek inner peace. His journey was about self discovery and compassion, not about any religion or worship. So, through meditation and self discovery, he reached enlightenment and became known as the Buddha, which means the awakened one. Buddha taught that peace comes from within, not from the outside world. That's something that I believe in so much, and that's something many artists can relate to as well. Painting itself can become a form of meditation, right? We paint for hours without even realizing how the time passed by. That's why Buddha paintings often feel so calm. The eyes are closed, the relaxed posture, they all reflect an inner stillness that art can help us connect with. The closed eyes in Buddha paintings aren't just for aesthetics, they symbolize introspection and inner awareness, reminding us to look inward for answers. The Buddha's calm expression is also very intentional. It represents detachment, mindfulness, and balance, things we often keep seeking. And blue is often used to represent Buddha in any art, if you see, mostly because it symbolizes wisdom, depth, and calmness, just like how we are doing in our painting here. I love painting Buddha not just as a symbol but for what he represents, his stillness, simplicity, and turning inward. Sometimes even painting can feel like a form of meditation, especially when you let go of expectations. This is the finished painting. If you like this Buddha painting, you will also like the video here which shows the abstract painting techniques as well as the other abstract paintings. Subscribe to stay connected. Bye from Modula. Happy painting.